Welcome back to another episode here in NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we've got Atlanta Speedway, and you're saying, wait a second, what happened to Phoenix and Cup? Well, we jump to the inside of Schildhouse. He gets such a good drive on the outside. Imagine that. We both got on the gas at the same time, and he drove away. We took the... Oh, we lost it there, too. Dang.
You got room. You're clear there.
He's going to try to cross us over. Doesn't work. We are holding the gas all the way down. I knew I was going to hit the wall. That was bad. No.
Wow. I thought we had a better car than that today.
That was my fault. That was my fault. And we're going to be running the next race. So that was on me. That was on me. And my poor decision is what put us there. So you guys get to see the Atlanta race for the Xfinity Series. What we're going to do real quick is jump over, take a look at how we finished, or not how we finished, how the race finished in the Cup Series, so you guys know where you finished from a subscriber standpoint. We'll look at real quick at our season standings for this race, or for the Xfinity Series, and then we'll get out and run this race. At Phoenix, Kurt Busch takes the win. He led when we crashed as well, so he must have led pretty much most of the race. Jimmy Johnson second, Ryan Blaney third, Bobby Ellison fourth, Joey Logano comes in fifth. Custom drivers, Lane Tibergen, short track king here. He took 10th place. Jeremiah Graham, 19th. Malachi Thomas, 20th. AJ Hale, 22nd. Bernardo De Oliveira, 23rd. Timothy Mathis, 25th. John Perez, 26th. Casey Kane, 27th. Matt Malone, 28th. David Schildhouse, 29th. Eliza Bethel, 30th. Max Cost, 31st. Taylor Carpenter, 32nd. Matthias Espinoza, 33rd. Tiana Holiday, 34th. Michael Chavez, 35th. Bryce Egan, 36th, Sam Long, 37th, Gary Norton, 38th, Tyler Stevenson, 39th, and then we DNF. Real quick look at your season standings here in the Xfinity Series. We lead it, Eliza Bethel in second, Lane Tibergen in fifth, John Perez 6th, Matthias Espinoza 7th, Michael Chavez 11th, Matt Malone 13th, Bryce Egan 15th, Timothy Mathis 16th, David Schildhouse 19th, Taylor Carpenter 20th, AJ Hale 21st, Max Cost 23rd, Casey Kane 24th, Gary Norton 30th, Bernardo De Oliveira 31st, Jeremiah Graham 33rd, and that rounds out your custom driver field in the point standing. Of course, just 4 races in, and we have Atlanta coming up now, and we just had changed the weight of the drivers in the last race. So again, I should see subscriber drivers start to move up that list. That's not a guarantee though, so if it doesn't happen, don't come complaining to me about it. This is all just whatever. I know that the chase weight, it helps the drivers be better, and I have everyone set at 100 except for AI drivers are at 0, so we'll see how that all goes. Anyway, we're going to set up the car, pick the car, and we will see you at the track. And I didn't actually think I was going to hit it. I was like a 10th off every time. And then I actually got side-by-side racing with Junior, and I had a better lap. So just like when I used to run, I always ran faster when I was running against other people. I'm sure that's true for everyone. But anyway, here we go. Qualifying pole position just under a 10th in front of us. But we'd have to have, our best lap to do that, so I don't feel great about it. Went with the silver scheme this time. Well, it's a gloss gray, but there is no actual silver. Wish there was. Anyway, let's get out on the track, put down this qualifying lap, and hopefully come home with the top 5 in that qualifying. There we go. Quad oval qualifying lap underway.
Here we go.
Trying to push it as hard as possible. Not sure how well that's going to go, but I don't know. Obviously, that's what you do in qualifying. Even if you don't have a qualifying setup, you push it as hard as you absolutely can. So that's what I'm doing. Just pushing it to whatever limit I can. That 3 and 4 was probably my best. Is it enough? No. We 6th place. All right. Well, it was a good. Hey, that's good qualifying. Top 5, Brandon Jones, Matthias Espinoza, Taylor Carpenter, Max Cost, Sam Mayer, and then we're in 6th. John Perez 7th, Michael Chavez 8th, Casey Kane 9th, Lane Tibergen 11th, Matt Malone 12th, Jeremiah Graham 15th, AJ Hale 17th, David Schildhouse 18th, Bernardo De Oliveira 21st, Eliza Bethel 22nd, Timothy Mathis 23rd, Bryce Egan 24th. And Gary Norton rounds out your custom drivers in 28th place. There we go, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Little information for you. Dale Jr., he's our friend. Always nice to have friends in our corner. AJ Hale fails optical scanning, goes to the back. Cesar Baccarella, technical inspection failure to the back as well.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready. Green's out, let's go.
Here we
Hold
go.
the line, got one inside.
Up through these gears. And the race has begun. We've got rival Max Cost right in front of us. So long race. Let's go ahead and do the right thing. Not cause an issue. See if I can pass him clean when we're coming out. Got a really nice jump using Sam Mayer's draft. Can I keep up with that and not get hit by Cost going into this set of turns? Good, we didn't. We were able to keep it off of Espinoza as we try to follow Carpenter through. Carpenter looking to get into the playoffs here with a win today. 12 laps left in stage number 1. As we are driving away with these drivers here. We do know here is also just death on your tires. So with that in mind, we will be running a little more cautiously, especially now that we're out in front of everybody by a little bit. I mean, so far so good, but we haven't even gotten up to speed with our tires yet, or up to heat with our tires yet. May not affect us, but we do have 3x wear and tear, so it should affect us as if it did with the way we were doing it before. Taylor makes the pass on the inside of Brandon Jones. We're going to jump to Taylor's inside. We're going to see if we can make the pass going through 3 and 4 ourselves. And we do. And of course, Atlanta, one of our better tracks, can't make it more difficult than we have for ourselves here. So anytime we're able to drive like this, we will take it every time. Problem is, tire wear may affect us massively. And that's my biggest concern overall. Tire temperatures are pretty low. Let's watch and see on a normal lap how much we burn that right rear off, because now we're at 88%. So we go into turns 1 and 2, 87%, 86, 85. Holy crap, 84, 83. Oh my goodness. Tire up to temperature. And at this point, we're going to be able to do 8 laps on these tires. Holy crap. So this may be a hardcore setup, but it's going to be a hardcore costing us setup, because was that like 20%? Is that a real thing that just happened? Was that honestly that much? If we come out through the line at 48%, we are unbelievably screwed. What even was that? Oh, we're going to run the high line. Okay, this lap is way better than the last one on tire wear. I cannot believe. I mean, we're definitely going to have to pit for tires. I don't know if that's going to be for everyone or if it's just for us, but oh, now we're going to touch the wall because I'm so concerned about tire wear and wear the tires out more, and the people we have a lead on are going to catch us. So when you think that... Oh, that's terrible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to run out a full... Well, we've calmed our butts down a lot now. Got 6 left in this one. Got a lead. I guess we just drive it until we see the 20%. And hope that that does something for us. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if we run middle of the track, maybe we'll do all right. Hitting the wall obviously was dumb. We've got an incredibly fast car, but I just don't think we can drive it as fast as we are if we want to have the longevity of the tires, because we want to get out through a fuel run, not through a set of tires. We certainly, that one lap that was 20% was absolutely incredibly crazy to see. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, even though we're on 3x wear. It still was an immense amount to come off, because that still would have been multiple percentage if we didn't have anywhere. We do have a car coming on a pit road. Not sure if it's with troubles or if they're coming on pit road because they have worn tires. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye and see what other drivers do as well. We are holding a really nice lead, which is obviously great for us. %38 in the tires, so yeah, we're gonna get through it. I was convinced that we were not, but we calmed it down a little bit, stopped running the low line on the track. Obviously other people are having tire problems, maybe from racing us so hard, because they've started to fall back quite a bit. Now granted, we're not going nearly as fast around the turns either, but we are driving away right now, which is pretty nice. You know, it's funny, we just raced our race at Phoenix, finished in 28th place, and we would have, at best, well, at best we would have won the race, but that would have been with some weird strategy or something, but we were likely going to finish third, racing as good as we could. So, I mean, a lot of that has to do with your track. We've always done very well in this track. Lane Tibergen takes the position from Taylor Carpenter. Let's take a look at where it's our 28, probably 26% by the time we bring it around. So we're going to, I mean, I think we'll be able to learn how to save enough to get a full fuel run in.
You got one to go.
We'll run the middle of the track. We'll run it a little more cautiously than we have, and not putting nearly the stress on that right rear. And as, I mean, according to what we're doing right now, legend difficulty, and these drivers are better than any driver that is default in the game, mind you, folks. So this is just either maybe Atlanta is broken in the opposite direction, but we just dominated stage number 1 and clean as could be. Love to see it. Stage number 2 about to get underway.
We're going green. Be ready.
Of course, the most important thing for us in stage 2 is to pay attention to the tires. Granted, it's only 11 laps. We don't have to worry about it, but I'm doing this with stage 3 in mind. Can we do some things going through the turns to save ourselves from burning up our tires right off the bat? I feel like staying in the middle lane, but then we just, because we have such fresh tires, it pulled us right down as soon as we slowed down a little too much. But we'll see.
Last 10 laps, you gotta focus.
We're in the lead. We're going to go ahead and speed up stage number 2, as stage number 1 we didn't have any speed ups in. So we'll be back on the mic at the end of stage 2, unless something happens beforehand.
That stage. Good job.
That stage was a lot closer this time than it was on the first run. Maybe because I just burned the crap out of the tires in the first run. This one we tried to preserve them a lot more. Ended up with 30 on the right rear, knowing that we had 6 laps left of fuel. I think we did a pretty good job. We ran out 66%. Again, 25% is the absolute lowest we can be to do a full fuel run. AJ Hill takes his position from Ryan Truex to get into the top 10.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready.
And here we go. Lane Tipper again on our outside. Taylor Carpenter behind us as we're going to get up through these gears. 27 laps left in the race, which means we will have a pit stop. And the question is, do we wonder if there will be a caution or do we split it up? You know, half tires now, just drive out to as big of a lead as possible. Half the tires now, and then just run it out. I don't really know. I mean, I tend to think because everyone else isn't going to do that and we're in the lead that we don't need to do that. But it just makes me a little concerned, that's all. Got a nice little 6/10 lead over Lane Tipper again. Taylor Carpenter, Casey Kane, and Gary Norton round out your top 5 all custom drivers, which we'd love to see. As we roll up into just 25 laps left in the race. They go by fast, folks. They really go by fast. Not going to, because it's going to be so late in the race when we would pit anyway, I'm not really going to work to preserve my tires unless I consider preserving my left sides and only going in and getting 2 right side tires. But we're in the lead as I hit the wall. I was going to say we're in the lead and don't really have to worry about it that much, but I bounced off the wall, gave 5/6 tenths back to Lane, and he's right back up on us. And if he catches our draft, all of a sudden we got a battle. So who knows what's going to happen here. Ooh. What is going on with my car right now? We're going to get it. We're going to get it. A little bit of racing for you folks. How about that? Gotta be honest, I'm watching the Packers game right now, and that's probably why I hit the wall twice. We'll focus on the race. 23 laps left. We'll get it back. Burn up these tires a little bit doing it, but we're going to do it. Riding this middle lane. Casey Kane going to fall back a little bit as we're going to grab Lane Tippergen's draft. He did lead a lap in the race now, so good for him. Maybe 2. I don't know if we'll get the pass before the line. He's going to go up a little high. We're going to duck down on his inside, take the spot back right before the line.
All right, you're clear there.
And there we go. So now we have to see what we can do, as we are down to 63% in our tires with 11 laps to go in our tank. Well, wait, why did that say 11 to go? Why did I think we got 24 in a tank? Now I don't think so. And now I'm really wondering what's going on, because I thought we pit with like 3 to go. Instead, we're looking at pitting with about 10 to go. So maybe we'll do a full pit stop. Ah, I did not expect that. Yeah, there we go.
20 more laps, no mistake.
20 left in this one. Not much going on, folks. I love to give you guys top tier content, but sometimes, and Atlanta is always a great track for us. We won't put this one on the list of tracks because I can't make the game any harder than I have, literally. So we won't put this on the list of championship tracks because it's just it would pretty much assure us a championship. Now, Homestead might be back on the list. We're not great there. Maybe we look back at trying to think about other tracks that we could do. I don't know. Leave a comment. Obviously not a super speedway because that's not, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like it's a lot of fun for you guys. We'll get out. Well, we've never won in a super speedway, but I'm not about to let the draft be determining whether I win a championship or not, you know? I'm going to run my races. I want it to be because of my driving, so it's going to be a speedway. That's just it. It's going to be one of the speedways. I don't want it to be a short track. I love Dover. And that in this game is listed as a speedway. I don't know. I know we've won at Dover, but I don't know if it's one of those tracks that we win at. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we always winning at Dover? I don't think so. So we'll have to take a look at that and see maybe Dover gets on the, well, definitely Dover gets on the list. Vegas is pretty good. If you think about that time of year as well, if we're trying to be realistic, we're looking at, you know, late in the year. You probably want to consider having it in a warm area, warm climate, Vegas, not Phoenix. I mean, yeah, we can put Phoenix on it, I guess. It's fine. It's just a matter of what happened in that race. I would have to do a lot more to make sure I don't screw up my tires. I guess is the biggest point to that. Right here, we're running more of the middle lane, and that, I think, we're at 24% with 5 laps left, so I guess it's all determining on how well we do this. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. 22 with 4 left. Oh, we still have 5 left in the tank, it says, but that's going to go. Yeah, there's the 4. Yeah, that was bad on me. I slowed it down way too much. Now I'm focusing on the tires at the end of the run. We got a car. We're starting to see cars pit right now, actually, so maybe we should pay attention to that. Is everyone going to pit? Is Lane going to pit right now, or is he staying out here with me? He's pitting as well. We'll, I guess we could pit this time around.
We're going to need those tires to last, driver.
I don't really need to pit this time around, and we're not giving up a lot of speed at all. I can burn through these a little bit more. We were pretty cautious running the middle line.
Slow's clear.
We're going to do this. We're going to go around one more time at least. Probably one more time. Still got cars going on a pit road. So we are going to put all of these cars 1 lap down, which is good for us because when we get on a pit road, we'll give it back to all of them.
We're going to need those tires to last, driver.
So here we go. Coming around this final time. Going to pull into the pit.
All right, we need fuel. Let's pit now.
I don't even care. We came in hot, looked good. I slowed it way down. I'm not even messing with that.
Clear of the pits, hammer down.
All right, here we go. Still in first place. Obviously, the relative hasn't caught up yet. As we have got a lead. Ryan Truex is second place. Ryan Ellis third. AJ Hill fourth. Gary Norton fifth. Bit of a shakeup after all of that. Got a great lead. And is Eliza Bethel way back in last? Or I don't know what the flow has happened here. So we'll have to take a look at the end of the race where these drivers ended up. Gonna bring this one around the outside. Yeah, Bethel riding a little slow today, it would appear. We're going to make that pass on the outside with fair amount of ease. Taking a look, just waiting to see. 12 in the tank. 10 left in the race. We're good there. We're going to have some, I think that's Junior. So we're going to have some lap traffic to contend with, but we should have no problem with anything as far as getting the win here, which is exciting. And for any of you watching, of course, if you're a subscriber driver, you're going to be interested in where your driver ended up. I mean, for me,
that was a great lap.
I almost feel guilty when I run really well like this. There's nothing I can do about it. I've said it before. Just a track that we run really, really well at every single time. Oh, I could take the setup out of it, I guess. There's a setup in the car. I guess if I keep doing this, I could take the setup out and do... There's 2 different types of setups. There's the full setup, which is what we run. We have the setup man. He does them. He does all of them, or has in the past, whatever. These are years old now, but he... oh, great. We did our best lap, and we're at the end of the race. Anyway, he does all the setups. There's the full setup, and then there's the setups that are just considered slider setups, where you only set your slider and then you can make adjustments on pit road to the wedge, to the tire pressure, stuff like that. I could do the slider setup, but I wouldn't do the waiting until pit road. Well, no, I could do the waiting until pit road thing as well. I have another car that just smoked off the track. If I continue to drive like this, I'll do that, because that would definitely be something that pushes us back. Makes us not as fast, not as good as these other cars, as you can tell. But this, I mean, I'm telling you, Atlanta is a unique one. It's been this way since we started racing here. We didn't have a great car early on this track, and we ended up getting like second place without a good car. So part of it is also the track, but it might also be just a stellar setup. So there's that. We pretty much got this one in the bag, though, so I'm sure, well, never mind. We've got cars pitting. That's interesting to see. Obviously, we're not going to pit. We're going to stack them back up. We'll see what the line is up to here. AJ Hale, Lane Tibergen, Taylor Carpenter, Bernardo De Oliveira, David Schildhaus. So we've got all subscriber drivers in the top 6. Awesome to see. I didn't see if there were any farther down. That's all I got before the screen cut out. As we get up through the gears with just a few laps left. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and win this race, so we will just speed it up for the last 2 laps, and we'll be back at the end of the race. I'm sure nobody's watching when we're winning this much anyway.
Black and white in the air, the checker flag, good job.
There it is, folks, taking home another victory. That is 2 out of 3 races. Excellent, excellent race for us. Dominant performance. I talked too much. We didn't get to do the burnout. Top 5, Tony Savoy, AJ Hale, Lane Tibergen, Bernardo De Oliveira, and Taylor Carpenter. Gary Norton comes in 7th. David Schildhaus 8th. Bryce Egan 10th. Casey Kane 11th. Jeremiah Graham 16th, Matt Malone 18th, Michael Chavez 19th, Matthias Espinoza 22nd, Eliza Bethel comes in 29th, Max Koss 33rd, John Perez DNFing 35th, Timothy Mathis DNFing 36th place. Fastest lap of the race goes to us. Most laps led, that's right, 54-57. On the move, AJ Hill started 2nd from last, finished 2nd place. Tough break, Max Koss starts in 4th, finishes 33rd. Well, folks, we've taken home another victory in the Xfinity Series. Awesome, awesome time for us in that race. Things may not be as great. Well, folks, we just brought home a victory here at Atlanta in the Xfinity Series. Awesome for us. That's 2nd win of the year. Now we get to go out there in our much, much slower Cup Series car and try to put down a decent performance. 98 laps in the next episode, but folks, that'll do it for this one. I'd like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.